Chosen one, God is shockingly proud of what you did, heaven recorded. This morning, a holy moment is unfolding around your life right now, and deep within your spirit, there is a quiet feeling that something bigger than human understanding has taken place. Heaven saw the tears nobody noticed. Heaven saw the kindness nobody applauded. Heaven saw the pain you carried while still choosing love instead of bitterness. This is not a small thing in the eyes of God. The compassion you showed, the patience you held on to, and the faith you refused to abandon created a sound in heaven this morning that could not be ignored. The Lord is drawing near to your heart in this very moment with warmth, comfort, and deep approval. His presence is wrapping around your weary soul because what you did mattered far more than you realize. Type Amen if you agree. There are moments when people feel invisible on earth, yet fully seen in heaven. This morning was one of those moments for you. God watched you continue forward when your strength felt almost gone. Jesus saw you choose peace when anger tried to consume your spirit. The Lord saw your quiet obedience when nobody else understood your struggle. Heaven recorded every detail with love and tenderness. Your heart may have wondered if your effort mattered, but God is answering that silent ache with divine reassurance. He is proud of the humility living inside you. Please like the video and allow this word of hope to reach another hurting soul who needs God's comfort tonight. The Lord is not proud because of riches, fame, or power. God is proud because your spirit stayed soft in a world trying to harden hearts. Many people become cold after disappointment, but you continued to care for others. Many people stop praying after hardship, but you continued reaching toward Jesus even through silent nights. Heaven treasures those quiet acts of faithfulness more than earthly achievements. What happened this morning was deeply spiritual. God looked upon your life and saw a child who still carries light despite walking through darkness. A heavy burden has rested on your shoulders for a long time. There were nights filled with exhaustion, confusion, and hidden tears. Some mornings felt difficult to face because your heart carried wounds that never fully healed. Yet the Lord kept watching you rise again and again. He saw your trembling prayers. He saw your silent worship. He saw the way you kept offering kindness while secretly battling pain. Heaven was not ignoring your suffering. God was carefully recording every act of courage. The Lord is gently reminding you that no act of love is ever wasted. Every encouraging word you spoke carried weight in heaven. Every time you forgave someone who hurt you, heaven noticed. Every moment you resisted bitterness became a beautiful offering before God. Jesus understands how difficult your journey has been. He knows the battles hidden behind your smile. That is why this spiritual moment carries such deep meaning. God is honoring the sincerity of your heart. Many people around you never understood the depth of your sacrifice. Some overlooked your kindness. Some repaid your loyalty with silence or rejection. Still, you continued walking with compassion. The Lord watched you give when your own soul felt empty. He watched you comfort others while secretly needing comfort yourself. This touched heaven deeply. God treasures humble love because it reflects the heart of Jesus Christ. Type 777 if you trust God. The Lord is now breathing fresh strength into your tired spirit. A season of quiet healing has already begun around your life. God is restoring the places where disappointment tried to settle permanently. The heaviness pressing against your heart will not remain forever. Jesus is gently lifting sorrow from your soul, little by little. Even now, peace is moving into areas where fear once lived. Heaven is close to you today. God is also reminding you that your kindness did not go unnoticed by Him. even when people failed to appreciate it. Human applause fades quickly, but heaven remembers forever. The Lord values purity, mercy, patience, and faithfulness. Those qualities shine brightly before His throne. What you did this morning reflected spiritual maturity that many people still do not understand. You chose love when easier paths were available. You chose grace instead of revenge. You chose hope instead of despair. Jesus is deeply moved by hearts that continue trusting Him during painful seasons. Faith becomes especially precious when life feels uncertain. Your endurance has become a testimony in heaven. Angels witnessed your perseverance. Heaven celebrated your obedience. The Lord Himself drew near to you with pride, because your spirit remained faithful through hardship. That is why this moment feels so sacred. The coming days will carry unexpected comfort into your life. God is preparing gentle reminders that He has never abandoned you. Small blessings will begin appearing in ordinary moments. Peace will return where confusion once ruled. Rest will slowly replace exhaustion. The Lord is carefully rebuilding broken places within your heart. You are not forgotten. You are deeply loved by God. There were times when you felt too weak to continue. There were moments when discouragement whispered that nothing would ever change. Yet the Spirit of God quietly carried you through every storm. Even when your prayers felt fragile, heaven heard every word. Jesus remained close during every lonely night. The Lord never stopped believing in the purpose placed inside your soul. God is proud because you continued showing compassion while carrying pain that others never saw. This world often rewards harshness and selfishness, but heaven honors gentleness and mercy. The kindness flowing from your spirit has touched lives in ways you may never fully know. Your prayers have protected people. Your encouragement has lifted hearts. Your faithfulness has inspired unseen healing. The Lord wants you to understand that your story is not ending in sorrow. A brighter spiritual season is slowly approaching your life. God is guiding you toward restoration. The wounds from your past will not define your future forever. Jesus is leading you into deeper peace, stronger faith, and renewed joy. Heaven's approval over your life is greater than the criticism of people. There is also a quiet preparation happening within your spirit right now. God is strengthening your heart for new blessings and deeper purpose. The compassion you developed through suffering will become a source of healing for others. Your painful experiences are not meaningless. The Lord will use them to comfort hurting souls around you. Heaven often transforms brokenness into beautiful purpose. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly across the internet? Recent leaks connected to the CIA claim to reveal a powerful brain ritual that activates an immediate flow of wealth. This quick technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming people's lives. From deep debt to dream vacations, many say this could be the path to abundance. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate because the page might vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets deleted. The Lord is asking you to keep walking forward with faith. Continue choosing kindness. Continue praying. Continue trusting Jesus, even when the path feels unclear. God is far closer than you realize. His hand is resting upon your life with tenderness and care. The same heaven that recorded your faithfulness this morning will continue guiding you through every season ahead. He has seen the way you carried responsibilities while silently fighting emotional battles deep within your soul. Jesus saw every time you wiped away tears before anyone could notice. He saw every lonely moment when you wondered if your prayers were still reaching heaven. The truth is that heaven never stopped listening to you for even a single second. What happened this morning was not only about your actions, it was also about the condition of your heart while you acted. God saw sincerity inside you. He saw humility inside you. The Lord saw someone trying to do what is right, even while struggling personally. That touched heaven deeply, because genuine goodness has become rare in this world. Many people choose selfishness when life becomes difficult, but you continued choosing compassion. The Spirit of God treasures that kind of faithfulness. Some of your greatest spiritual victories happened quietly, where nobody could applaud you. The enemy tried to convince you that unseen faithfulness carries no value, but heaven measures life differently than the world does. God pays attention to the small acts of obedience that happen in silence. He notices gentle words spoken to hurting people. He notices moments of forgiveness. He notices every sacrifice made with love. Heaven recorded your choices because they reflected the heart of Jesus Christ. The Lord knows there were moments when bitterness tried to enter your spirit. Pain can slowly change people if they allow darkness to settle inside them. Yet, despite disappointments, rejection, and emotional wounds, you continued reaching toward goodness. You still cared about people. You still prayed for others. You still tried to love sincerely. That quiet endurance became precious before God this morning. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. The Lord wants you to understand something important tonight. Your kindness has protected your heart more than you realize. While bitterness destroys peace from within, compassion keeps the soul connected to heaven. Jesus has been gently shaping your character through every difficult season. Even painful experiences were being used to deepen your faith and strengthen your spirit. Nothing you suffered was meaningless in the eyes of God. There were seasons when you felt forgotten by people you cared about deeply. Some relationships brought disappointment instead of comfort. Some people misunderstood your heart completely. Others walked away without realizing how much pain they left behind. Yet through all of this, the Lord stayed beside you. Jesus remained faithful even when others became distant. His love did not weaken during your hardest moments. The Father is now bringing emotional restoration into your life, little by little. Healing often begins quietly before it becomes visible. God is touching wounded places inside your heart that you rarely speak about openly. The heaviness you carried for so long will not stay forever. Heaven is pouring peace into your soul, one gentle moment at a time. The Lord is restoring your confidence in love, trust, and hope again. Many times you thought your prayers were too weak to matter. Sometimes exhaustion made it difficult to even find words. Yet heaven understood every silent cry. God listened to your heart even when your mouth could not fully explain your pain. Jesus stayed close during nights when loneliness surrounded you. The Lord never grew tired of hearing your voice. There is a reason heaven feels close to you right now. God is preparing your spirit for a new season of deeper peace and spiritual growth. The pain you survived has given you compassion that cannot be taught easily. Your experiences created tenderness inside your heart. One day, your story will become healing for someone else who feels broken and hopeless. The comfort God gives you now will eventually flow through you into the lives of others. The Lord is also asking you to stop carrying shame for things He has already forgiven. Some of your sorrow comes from replaying old mistakes repeatedly inside your mind. Jesus does not want you chained to guilt forever. His mercy is greater than your past failures. Heaven is not focused on condemning you. God is focused on restoring you. His grace is lifting weight from your shoulders even now. Type 1010 to receive blessings. There are beautiful things still waiting ahead in your journey. The Lord is not finished writing your story. Even if life has felt delayed, heaven still carries purpose for you. God sees potential inside you that you sometimes fail to recognize within yourself. He sees strength where you only see weakness. He sees growth where you only see scars. The Lord is carefully guiding your life toward greater peace and fulfillment. Some doors closed because God was protecting your future. Some disappointments happened because heaven saw dangers you could not see at the time. The Lord understands every unanswered prayer and every painful goodbye. Even when you felt confused, His hand remained upon your life. Looking back one day, you will recognize how many times Jesus quietly protected your heart from deeper pain. The Spirit of God is also calling you into deeper rest. You have carried emotional burdens for too long without allowing yourself proper peace. The Lord never intended for your soul to live constantly overwhelmed by fear and worry. Heaven wants you to breathe again. Jesus wants your spirit to feel safe again. His presence is becoming a shelter around your life. Do not allow discouragement to convince you that your future is empty. God still has divine moments prepared for your life. There are peaceful days ahead. There are genuine connections ahead. There are unexpected blessings ahead. The Lord is leading you toward brighter seasons than the ones behind you. Your tears were never the final chapter. The enemy tried hard to make you feel worthless. Difficult experiences sometimes whispered lies into your mind until you questioned your own value. Yet, heaven has never doubted your worth. Jesus willingly walks beside you because your life matters deeply to Him. The Lord created your spirit with purpose, beauty, and meaning. Nothing can erase the value God placed upon your existence. The reason heaven celebrated your actions this morning is because they reflected spiritual maturity growing inside you. Instead of becoming cruel after pain, you became softer. Instead of closing your heart completely, you continued showing love carefully and sincerely. That kind of character reflects Christ strongly. God takes joy in seeing His children grow into vessels of compassion. What if a simple 7-second brain ritual could wipe away your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document reveals a short technique that is now helping everyday people move out of debt and attract wealth. Tested by 4 major neuroscience labs, this easy practice done at home is turning financial struggles into improved lifestyles. People are buying homes, cars, and enjoying travel. But this information could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There are also hidden blessings attached to obedience. When you choose love, forgiveness, patience, and humility, spiritual doors quietly begin opening around your life. Heaven moves powerfully through surrendered hearts. The peace entering your spirit right now is part of that blessing. God is rewarding your faithfulness with deeper closeness to Him. Continue staying near to Jesus during this season. Continue praying honestly. Continue protecting the softness of your heart. The world may misunderstand your gentleness, but heaven understands it perfectly. God is using your life in ways you cannot fully see yet. Every act of faithfulness continues creating ripples beyond your understanding. The Lord is especially proud that you kept moving forward even while emotionally exhausted. Many people quit spiritually during painful seasons, but you kept seeking light. You kept believing healing was possible. You kept holding on to hope even when circumstances looked dark. Heaven noticed your perseverance. God saw your resilience. Jesus is comforting your soul because he understands the weight you carried silently. Yet, beneath all that heaviness, the voice of Jesus has continued whispering peace into your soul. Even during nights when your heart felt tired and your mind felt restless, God never stepped away from you. His presence remained close through every hidden struggle. The Lord knows how deeply you have been affected by things you rarely speak about openly. Some wounds were caused by words spoken carelessly against you. Some pain came from betrayal you never expected. Other wounds formed slowly through loneliness and silent disappointment. Yet despite carrying all this emotional weight, you still chose to remain kind. Heaven saw that. God understands how difficult it was for you to continue loving people after your trust had been broken so many times. That quiet strength touched the heart of the Father this morning. There were moments when you wanted to give up emotionally. Some days felt heavy before they even began. Your spirit became exhausted from constantly trying to stay strong while carrying burdens nobody else fully understood. Still, you continued praying, you continued hoping, you continued believing that Jesus could still bring light into dark places. That perseverance created joy in heaven, because faith shines brightest during difficult seasons. The Lord is gently reminding you that your tears were never signs of weakness. Many of the tears you cried became prayers before heaven, even when words failed to come out. God understands emotional pain completely. Jesus himself understands sorrow, rejection, loneliness, and heartbreak. That is why his compassion toward you runs so deep. He does not look at your struggles with judgment. He looks at you with tenderness and love. Type 222 to claim miracles. The Spirit of God is also healing the parts of you that became fearful after disappointment. There were seasons when life made you nervous about trusting people again. Pain taught your heart to become careful. Yet the Lord is slowly restoring peace inside you. He is teaching your soul that not every future chapter will resemble the painful seasons behind you. New peace is coming. New strength is growing. New hope is beginning to rise within your spirit. What heaven recorded this morning was not perfection. God was not looking for flawless behavior. He was looking at sincerity. He saw a child trying to live with love despite emotional exhaustion. He saw someone still carrying compassion while secretly battling pain. That honesty and humility mattered deeply to heaven. The Lord treasures real hearts more than perfect appearances. Some people around you only saw fragments of your journey. They never saw the private prayers, the lonely nights, or the silent sacrifices. They did not see the emotional battles you fought quietly while still showing up for others with grace. Yet God saw everything clearly. Nothing about your suffering was hidden from him. Every painful moment remained fully visible before heaven. The Lord also wants you to stop believing the lie that your life has been wasted because of delays or hardships. Some of your greatest spiritual growth happened during seasons that felt empty and confusing. God was building wisdom, compassion, endurance, and deeper faith inside you. Even the painful waiting seasons carried purpose. Heaven was still working behind the scenes. There are blessings approaching your life that will arrive gently instead of suddenly. God is not trying to overwhelm your spirit. He is carefully restoring you piece by piece. Peace will return slowly but deeply. Joy will begin appearing in ordinary moments again. Small reminders of God's love will begin surrounding your daily life. The Lord is rebuilding your heart with tenderness. Many times you worried that your prayers were being delayed because heaven forgot about you. Yet God's timing has always been connected to protection and preparation. Some blessings needed the right season before they could safely enter your life. Some doors remained closed because heaven was shielding your peace. Jesus understands the full picture, even when you only see small pieces of the journey. Type yes to receive miracles. The enemy wanted your painful experiences to harden your spirit completely. Darkness hoped disappointment would turn your heart cold and hopeless. Yet instead of becoming consumed by bitterness, you continued seeking God. You continued choosing kindness. You continued trying to love sincerely, even while carrying emotional scars. That spiritual victory matters more than you realize. The Lord is proud because your heart still carries compassion. In a world filled with anger and selfishness, your gentleness shines brightly before heaven. God notices every quiet act of mercy. He notices every encouraging word. He notices every time you comfort someone while carrying your own pain silently. Those moments are deeply valuable to Him. There are also people whose lives were touched by your presence in ways you may never fully know. Your kindness gave hope to discouraged hearts. Your prayers protected people spiritually. Your encouragement lifted someone who secretly felt broken inside. The Lord used your life quietly, even during seasons when you felt insignificant. Heaven often moves through simple acts of love. Could the CIA actually be hiding a 7-second ritual capable of turning money problems into success? A confidential CIA finding reportedly reveals a special 7-second practice that activates brainwaves linked to attracting wealth. Supported by science and 4 elite laboratories, this simple ritual done at home is helping struggling people move toward dream lifestyles. But this page might not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased from the internet. Jesus is especially close to you tonight because He understands the emotional weariness inside your soul. You have spent so much time trying to stay strong for others. Sometimes you forgot that your own heart needed care too. The Lord is now inviting you into deeper rest. He wants your spirit to stop carrying constant pressure and fear. His peace is becoming a covering around your life. The next season of your journey will not look like the painful chapters behind you. God is slowly guiding you into greater emotional stability and spiritual confidence. You will begin feeling stronger again. You will begin smiling sincerely again. You will begin sensing hope, return to places that once felt empty. Heaven is not finished restoring your life. Some things that broke your heart were never sent to destroy you permanently. The Lord allowed certain experiences to reveal your strength and deepen your dependence on Him. Pain changed you, but it also brought you closer to Jesus in ways comfort never could. Your relationship with God became more sincere through suffering. Heaven saw that transformation clearly this morning. The Father is also proud because you continued showing mercy during moments when revenge would have been easier. You chose silence instead of cruelty. You chose grace instead of hatred. You chose patience while others misunderstood your heart. Those decisions reflected spiritual maturity growing inside you. God delights in hearts that resemble the compassion of Christ. There is a quiet healing taking place in your mind right now as well. The Lord is calming anxious thoughts that have troubled you for too long. Fear will not control your future forever. Worry will not dominate your spirit forever. Jesus is speaking peace over your mind gently and patiently. His presence brings rest to troubled hearts. Continue trusting the process heaven is leading you through. Some answers will arrive later than expected, but they will come with wisdom and peace attached to them. God is not rushing your healing because He wants it to become deep and lasting. The Lord cares about the condition of your soul far more than temporary appearances. The love of Jesus surrounding you tonight is real. Heaven has not turned away from your life. The Father still calls you precious. The Son still walks beside you faithfully. The Holy Spirit still comforts your weary heart daily. Nothing about your struggles has reduced your value before God. In fact, your endurance through hardship has made heaven even more proud of the faith growing inside you. God saw patience forming inside your heart. He saw compassion becoming deeper. He saw wisdom growing through disappointment. Even your tears became part of a holy transformation that prepared your soul for greater peace and stronger faith. There were seasons when you felt emotionally invisible. You gave your love freely, yet many people failed to appreciate your sincerity. You carried burdens silently because you did not want to become a burden to others. Some nights felt painfully lonely because your heart longed for comfort and understanding, yet heaven remained close during every difficult moment. Jesus sat beside you through every silent cry, even when nobody else knew the depth of your pain. What heaven recorded this morning carried such deep meaning because it revealed the true condition of your spirit. The Lord saw someone who still carried goodness after heartbreak. He saw someone who still offered kindness after disappointment. He saw someone who continued choosing faith despite confusion and delay. Those choices matter deeply to God because they reflect spiritual strength that cannot be created through easy seasons. The enemy tried many times to convince you that your softness was weakness. Painful experiences attempted to teach your heart to become cold, distant, and guarded forever. Yet the Spirit of God kept gently protecting the tenderness within you. The Lord never wanted suffering to destroy your ability to love sincerely. That is why heaven feels proud of the person you are becoming. You survived difficult seasons without completely losing your compassion. Type 1111 if you believe. Some of your hardest battles were never physical. They happened quietly inside your thoughts and emotions. Fear tried to settle into your mind. Discouragement tried to steal your hope. Exhaustion tried to convince you to stop believing for better days. Yet somehow, even through weakness, your spirit kept reaching toward God. You continued praying through uncertainty. You continued holding on to faith while life felt heavy. Heaven saw every one of those private victories. The Lord wants you to understand that your survival itself carries purpose. There were moments when emotional pain felt overwhelming, yet God carried you through every storm. Jesus remained faithful during nights when you wondered how much more your heart could handle. The reason you are still standing today is because heaven never released its grip on your life. The hand of God stayed upon you even when you felt too tired to keep moving forward. There are hidden blessings attached to the compassion living inside your heart. Many people do not realize how powerful kindness becomes in the spiritual world. Every act of mercy reflects the nature of Christ. Every gentle word spoken to someone hurting creates light in dark places. Heaven notices those things deeply. Your kindness has carried more spiritual value than you realize. The Father is now preparing your spirit for emotional renewal. The heaviness that rested upon your soul for so long will begin lifting little by little. Joy will slowly return to your heart in ways that feel genuine and peaceful. God is not interested in temporary comfort. He is creating lasting healing within you. The peace Jesus gives reaches deeper than circumstances. There were times when you questioned your own worth because of rejection and disappointment. Some people made you feel overlooked or unimportant, yet heaven never agreed with those painful opinions. Your value has always been rooted in the love of God, not in human approval. Jesus sees beauty inside your spirit that many people completely missed. The Lord calls you chosen because He sees your heart clearly. The reason heaven celebrated your actions this morning is because they reflected love without selfish motives attached. You did not act for praise. You did not seek recognition. Your heart simply desired to do what was good and right. That humility moved heaven deeply. God treasures sincerity more than outward performance. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. Why are so many people claiming that this CIA ritual transformed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked method connected to the CIA is said to be both powerful and effective. The short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping everyday people go from financial struggle to prosperity. Dream homes, new cars, and travel are becoming possible. But this video could disappear at any time. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. The Lord is also healing disappointment connected to delayed prayers. Some answers took longer than you expected. Some blessings seemed distant even after long seasons of faithfulness. Yet heaven was never ignoring your cries. God was carefully preparing the right timing for certain things in your life. Delays were not signs of abandonment. Often they were signs of protection and preparation, working quietly behind the scenes. Jesus understands the emotional exhaustion that comes from carrying hope for a long time. He knows what it feels like to keep loving while feeling wounded. That is why his compassion toward you is so gentle right now. The Lord is not rushing your healing. He is patiently restoring your heart with tenderness and wisdom. There are people whose lives changed because of your presence, even if they never told you directly. Your encouragement gave someone strength during a dark season. Your prayers protected people spiritually. Your kindness reminded hurting souls that goodness still exists in the world. Heaven uses compassionate hearts quietly but powerfully. God often works through ordinary moments of love. The Lord is also teaching you to release the pressure of trying to carry everything alone. For so long, you tried to stay strong while hiding your own emotional needs. You became accustomed to comforting others, while silently neglecting your own wounded heart. Yet Jesus never asked you to suffer without rest. He wants your spirit to feel supported by His presence. A softer season is beginning to unfold around your life now. The intensity of certain emotional battles will begin fading gradually. God is creating room for peace to grow inside you again. Rest will replace some of the anxiety you carried for too long. Hope will rise again in places where discouragement once lived. Heaven is gently rebuilding your strength. Some painful endings were actually divine redirections. Certain people walked away because they were not meant to continue into the next chapter of your journey. Some closed doors protected your future, even though they hurt deeply at the time. Looking back later, you will recognize how many unseen dangers God quietly shielded you from. The Lord is proud because you kept your faith alive during confusing seasons. Many people only trust God when life feels easy and comfortable, yet your spirit continued reaching toward heaven through uncertainty. You kept believing Jesus was still near, even during silence. That perseverance carries great beauty before God. The enemy wanted you to believe that your tears meant weakness, but heaven saw courage instead. It takes strength to continue loving after heartbreak.